Sorry. I have no idea.
Check. Sound 1, 2, check, check. 1, 2, check.
Yeah, anyway.
Someone two, check someone two, someone two,
Behind the continent.
someone two, someone two, check someone two.
Hello? Tell me when you're near the hall so that they can start videoing how the Okay, when they're starting. They come in. Okay, we haven't left here. Way to move the bed.
Yeah, let me go to my side.
Please come. There's a camera. Take your hand and put it there. Keep it up. No, you like water, put it in the water. Yeah, you like it and put it in the water. Put it there. Slowly. Sorry if I must tell them to put the candle in the water.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the people don't know. Conny, Vika. That's my kid. Yeah, that's my kid. Take an everything. TREVINA. Yes. Hi. Light a candle for anyone of your loved ones and start with the water. You tell them. You tell them. Take this photo. Take photo the girls coming. We need to announce, so tell them always like if I don't hi, okay, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, okay, after I finish it, okay.
You well? How's your brother? Was dead?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, was all right.
Okay.
Not me, but eh?
Now put in. Put in too.
Dear family and friends, warm greetings, Vanakkam and Namaste. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Mogi's friend Savi, also known as Jojo. On behalf of your host, Mogi MOONSAMY, her daughters Tia and Pritika, and a host of their near and dear ones, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to one and all. She is deeply humbled by your presence here today. As is customary, we always begin a function with a prayer. So to lead us in opening prayer today, I call on our service group, Lakshmi Stars, as the family will perform the opening Divatnam.
Check. One. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask you to rise? Mare silam gadi Maheshwara Guru Sacha Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat Namah Parvati Padai Har Har Mahadeva தென்னாட்டுடைய சிவனை போற்றி எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா ஏழுமலை வாசா வெங்கடரமணா கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா. Thank you. Be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, our reason for being here today. 5 years ago, my friend of 40 years, now Mogi, lost a huge, important, irreplaceable part of her family, together with a huge part of her heart. Mogi's world came crashing down on her, and only those close to her will know how she really struggled to pull herself together, fighting mental and physical health issues and trying to focus on the children she still has. She was shattered, and what was worse, she could not lean on anyone. As it was COVID time, everyone was on lockdown, and she could not even get the physical support of her close family members. It was just Tia Kritika and her all alone doing all the rituals. That was devastating, not only for her, but also for those that felt helpless because they could not be there for her. No one should go through that kind of pain and anguish. Losing Derek, a loving husband, and TREVINA being her firstborn, having an incredible bond with her parents, was a bubbly, kind soul. This was a great loss that left Mogi and the girls in total turmoil. But this strong woman, in spite of her grief, got up and took control of her family. There were times when I just listened because I had no words. And I told her, it's easy for me to tell you to get a grip on yourself, but only you know your pain. I will be failing as a friend if I said I understand. But in spite of it all, she still stands up tall and is actually making waves in the education front. Hats off to her. And now 5 years later, here we are in support of her once again. And this, as she had no closure before and was not ready to get one. So now let us celebrate these very special souls on their 5-year death anniversary. Let us remember and reminisce about their impact on the lives of all present here today. COVID robbed the family of the closure that they deserved. So today is about going forward, but not forgetting. Remember, death is the end of a life, not a friendship or a relationship. All the love that you created will be forever in your memories. Well, I now hand you over to our very, very capable Kubeshni, who has a short clip on the life of Mogi from the beginning. Dennis met Mogi on the 6th of August 1988 at his 21st birthday in Mogi, and it was love at first sight. For both of them never looked back. They grew up as husband and wife, but childish best friends, and we all know Jerry chose to go to hospital on the 9th of November 2020 to be with Mogi, who was already dead a while more. So he told his girls, I'm going to my wife because tomorrow is my birthday and I can't stay without her. Jumped into the ambulance and never looked back. So not having any closure is difficult for the three of them, and it's been a very difficult 5 years. Those close to them know that beyond their smiles, there's pain. Two bubbly, beautiful souls gone too soon. Today is also TREVINA's birthday. Mogi didn't want a service on her birthday, but she couldn't get any other date. We just said TREVINA loved December and her birthday, and she celebrated it with her mom in the same week. So we look at today being a sign, TREVINA, if she were here, and she wouldn't want you to celebrate a special day with her. Difficult as it is, remembering the best day of your life while letting go takes real courage. So we are here today to honor and celebrate the life of Jerry and TREVINA. And now we have a tribute from TREVINA, but TREVINA needs no introduction. So I'm going to call upon TREVINA to come and play tribute to her dad and her sister.
Good evening, everyone. My name is TREVINA, the youngest child and grandchild on both my mother and father's side. Today marks 5 years since I lost two of the greatest souls of my life. Well, we're celebrating that today. My father and my sister. And today would have been my sister's birthday. Though time has passed, the weight of their absence remains, but so does the warmth of their love. My father was an extraordinary man. Strong, hardworking, humble, and endlessly loving. Our bond was rare and deeply personal. Even into my later teens, we still held hands as if time never passed from my childhood. We still fell asleep together on the couch, wrapped in the comfort of each other's presence. We still went fishing, letting the stillness of the water soothe our souls. And we still had our little band sessions, full of laughter, rhythm, and memories that now feel sacred. No one needed to understand our relationship. It was ours. It was pure. It was love in the simplest form. He wasn't just my father. He was my protector, my safe place, my silent strength. He taught me courage through his sacrifices, compassion through his silence and resilience, through the way he carried our family. Even now, when I face uncertainty, I still hear his voice, warm, steady, and reassuring. He may not walk beside me anymore, but he walks within me. His love shapes who I am, and every day I pray he feels proud of the woman I am becoming. And then there's my sister, the brightest flame God ever placed in our lives. She walked in every room like sunlight itself, bringing warmth, joy, and laughter so loud and so beautiful that it still echoes in our memory. She wasn't just family or a sister. She was the joy. She was the softness, the mischief, and the magic. We lost her far too soon, and today on her birthday, the ache feels deeper, but her light didn't disappear. It simply moved into all of us here today. In every laugh she left behind, in every story we still tell, in every memory we still hold close, she lives on. I carry her with me always. To my mother, there are no small words that can capture who she is. You cannot speak lightly about a woman who never gave up on us, even when life broke her in ways no one could see. A woman who material things mean nothing, because love can support me in everything. She may be known by many, but to us she is the most cheeky, kind-hearted soul. Every day she chooses to love, to give, to serve, to help us, even when she's tired. She doesn't feel like doing anything. She's always there for us. She runs herself empty, ends up in hospital and still gets up and returns to work. Her strength is not human, it is divine. It comes from God and from the promise my father made to always protect us. Okay. You are the love that steadies us. Tia and I love you more than life, and we pray for many, many more years with you. To my sister, Tia, my twin flame, my mirror, and my daily diary. You carry so much than people know, yet you still show up with love, courage, and grace. Your heart is so soft but strong. Your presence is grounding. Your love is home. You are my person, and you know that. I thank God for you every day, and I'm proud to be your sister. To my brothers and my sister-in-laws, the word cousins, the word cousins don't define us. Titles don't shape our bond, our love does. You are my brothers and my sister-in-laws, not because of labels, but because of loyalty, the memories, and the care we share. You are my family, truly and deeply. My nephews and nieces, he's not interested in me. To my nephews and nieces, you are the joy that fills my days. Your hugs, your laughter, your excitement, just to see me, those memories heal me in ways I can't explain. You remind me of innocence, love, and the beauty still present in this world. Each of you carry a piece of our family's love forward, and I am so blessed to be a part of your lives. My granny, Ma, you can see me? My granny, I'm going to speak from my heart for you. You are the backbone of our family, and you know that. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. My friends, to my friends, your calls, your check-ins, your presence, they have saved me more times than you know. You have lifted me on my heaviest days and stood by me when I had no words left. Your friendship have been a lifeline, and I'm so grateful for every moment you've held space for me. My babies at home, you don't understand the place my dogs have in my heart. Their unconditional love, their warmth, their excitement simply to just be near me. It fills spaces in my heart that grief once emptied. They remind me daily what simple, honest love feels like. Okay. These years have tested me in ways I never imagined. I faced storms, carried silent battles, and walked through seasons I didn't think I'd survive. But every step forward, every piece of strength I gather, I do it with them in my heart. My father, my sister, and my family. For the love they left behind, and for the friends and family and little souls who continue to hold me up. I hope I'm making them proud. I hope they see me trying, and I hope they know their love lives on through me. Today we honor their lives, their lives, and the legacy they left behind. May their souls rest in peace, and may their memories continue to guide us. Thank you.
Thank you, Pritika, for that heartfelt message. And, I've been with them along the way, and I can tell you that it's not been an easy journey for them. Our next speaker is Premi Modli, who will share a tribute to Derek. Premi was a very close friend and someone who had the privilege of knowing Derek's warm personality, his passion for music, and the joy he brought into the lives of those around him. Today she will speak not only from her own experience, but on behalf of SAPI, where she holds the position of Chief Financial Officer. She speaks on behalf of the many friends and colleagues, some who have also sadly passed on. We're also touched by Derek's kindness, humor, and generous spirit. Please welcome Premi as she shares a few words in honor of our dear Derek. Premi.
Good afternoon, everyone. As mentioned, I'm Premi Modli. I'm Premi Modli, and I've been asked to share a few words today. I stand here not only as someone that had the privilege of knowing Derek as a very close friend, but as a representative of the many people whose lives he was touched by his kindness, his integrity, and his presence. It's also an honor to speak on behalf of SAPI as we gather to celebrate a life that mattered deeply and made a meaningful impact on so many. And while moments like these are filled with sadness, they are also filled with gratitude. Gratitude for the time we had, the memories we carry, and the impact that this remarkable person made on each of our lives. Unfortunately, Bev Suptio, Derek's former boss, was unable to attend the ceremony today, so I speak on behalf of her and myself based on our relationship with Derek. Derek began his career at SAPI in May 1987 at Stanger Mill as an instrument technician and worked in various positions at the mill until he was appointed to the management team in 2007 as a technical manager, and subsequently the paper mill manager in 2016. He was then transferred to our cycle mill in Amkomaz as a manager for bleaching in 2017. Based on his key paper making skills, he was then promoted to a regional role supporting SAPI Southern Africa from 2018 until his tragic passing. Derek had a technical mind that was nothing short of exceptional. He had a rare combination of deep knowledge, curiosity, and determination that never wavered. If there was a problem to solve, Derek would not simply rest until this was defined. He had a clear and practical and effective solution. He saw challenges not as frustrations, but as opportunities to elevate the machine performance, to strengthen the team, and to make the operation better than it was the day before. One of Derek's greatest strengths was the way he worked with people, especially the operators of the mill. He had a deep respect for all individuals who kept the paper machines running day in and day out. He listened to them, collaborated with them, and brought them into the process. And because of that, he made machine performance improve from one level to the next and to the next. He believed that progress was something that we all created together. And Derek's impact extended far beyond our region. He was a member of the SAPI Global Paper Cluster, and he contributed to projects and problem solvings, not only locally in South Africa, but to our European and North American operations. He was a trusted expert, someone who often we sought out because he knew he would bring clarity, discipline, and heart to whatever challenge was placed before him. But Derek was never defined only by his technical skill. He was a multi-talented human being. Many here will remember how he would pick up his guitar or step in to play music at our work events, bring joy and a sense of togetherness that you can't create only at work. Derek understood people, he knew how to lift them, how to connect to them, and how to let them feel seen. And he cared deeply for those around him. Derek coached and mentored many individuals who today hold very senior positions within our operations. Those leaders carry with them not only the knowledge that Derek shared, but also the values that he embodied with them. The patience, integrity, and generosity, and the belief that people will grow best when somebody truly invests in them. To Derek's family, thank you for sharing him with us. We know his work required long hours, deep focus, and commitment that extended far beyond his job description. But please know this, that he made a big difference in our lives and in our organizations. And our organization continues to shape us every day in the manner in which he left it. His influence lives on in the systems he improved, in the teams he strengthened, and in the people that he believed in. To his colleagues and friends and family, let us continue to honor him, not only in the memories, but with our actions. Let us carry forward his spirit of relentless problem solving, his kindness, his creativity, and his unwavering dedication to the people around him. 5 years have passed, but Derek remains with us, in the lessons that he has taught us, in the laughter that he has shared, and in the music he played, and in the many lives he simply lifted by being exactly who he was. Today we don't just remember the loss, we celebrate a legacy. Rest in peace, Derek. You are deeply missed and forever appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you, Premi. And I think I've also learned so much more about Derek after listening to Premi. Okay, now I'm going to hand you over to the Bhajan group, who will perform some of their songs before we continue with our program.
மலை மேலே வாழுகின்ற நீலவண்ணா மலர்வாயில் சிரிப்பதண்டோ மலர்கழத்தில் அருள் விளங்கு மலர்பாதம் நொந்தானம் எமை காட்க வந்திடுவார் நீலவண்ணா எமை காட்கு வந்திடுவார் மலை மேலே
வாழ்கின்ற மாதவா.
அம்மா 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 என்று அழைத்தால் போதும் அல்லருளோடு போதும் வந்து சேரும் அலையும் எல்லாம் ஒளி வீசும் அலையும் எல்லாம் ஒளி வீசும் அம்பிகையே உன்னை நம்பினே தினமும் அம்மா என்று அழைத்தால் போதும் சாம்பவி நீயே துணை நின்றாலே என்னெல்லாம் ஈடேறும் சாம்பவி நீயே துணை நின்றாலே என்னெல்லாம் ஈடேறும் என் வாழ்வு தீராது வினையும் என் வாழ்வு தீராது வினையும் காணாது நோயும் காணாது தீரும் அம்மா என்று அழைத்தால் போதும் தீரம் வீழ்த்தேன் வெற்றியை கண்டிடு உற்றவையே தீர உலக சுந்தரியே தீரம் வீழ்த்தேன் வெற்றியை கண்டிடு உற்றவையே தீர உலக சுந்தரியே அகிலமெல்லாமே காற்று நின்றிடும் அகிலமெல்லாமே காற்று நின்றிடும் சாமுந்தியே திர சூரசம் வெளியே ஆளுநீடம் வந்து மன்றும் அழைத்திடும் மாகாணி ஆதி மகேஸ்வரி ஆளுநீடம் வந்து மன்றும் அழைத்திடும் மாகாணி ஆதி மகேஸ்வரி மும்மூர்த்திகள் புகழும் ஓங்குடே திடம் மும்மூர்த்திகள் புகழும் ஓங்குடே திடம் முத்துமாரியே எங்கும் நிறைந்து அம்மா என்று அழைத்தால் போதும் நல்லருளோடு பொருளும் வந்து சேரும் மலையில் எல்லாம் ஒளி வீசும்
துர்கே ஆலயம் எல்லாம் ஒளி வீசும் துர்கே அம்பிகையே உன்னை நம்பினேன் தினமும் அம்மா என்று அழைத்தால் போதும் அம்மா அம்மா அம்மா
தாயாகுமே நீ வள்ளா தாயாகுமே நீ வள்ளா எந்த கருத்திலே இன்ப கனியாகும் வண்ணா மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா குருவாயூரப்பா சரணம் வீர காருண்யம் மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா குருவாயூரப்பா சரணம் வீர காருண்யம் மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா நாராயணா கோவிந்தா நாராயணா கோவிந்தா ஹரி நாராயணா ஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ணா முகுந்தா நாராயணா கோவிந்தா ஹரி நாராயணா ஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ணா முகுந்தா குருவாயூரப்பா சரணம் தீர காருண்யம் மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா கண்ணில் தமிழ் சார இனிக்கும் முந்தன் காவிய பேரமுதம் படித்தேன் கண்ணில் தமிழ் சார இனிக்கும் முந்தன் காவிய பேரமுதம் படித்தேன் கண்ணா மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா குருவாயூரப்பா சரணம் தீர காருண்யம் மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா குருவாயூரப்பா சரணம் தீர காருண்யம் மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா மாயாவதார ஸ்ரீ கண்ணா
அன்பின் வழியில் யார் நடந்தாலும் அன்பின் வழியில் யார் நடந்தாலும் அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று அருபவன் கண்களை யார் துடைத்தாலும் அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. வழியில் யார் நடந்தாலும் அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. அன்பின் வழியில் யார் நடந்தாலும் அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. அருபவர் கண்களை யார் துடைத்தாலும் அருபவர் கண்களை யார் துடைத்தாலும் அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. அன்பின் வழியில் யார் நடந்தாலும் அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. பெற்றவர் உள்ளம் பெருமிடம் கொள்ளம் பிள்ளையும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. பெற்றவர் உள்ளம் பெருமிடம் கொள்ளம் பிள்ளையும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. மற்றவர்க்கெல்லாம் மெல்வழி சொல்லும் மற்றவர்க்கெல்லாம் மெல்வழி சொல்லும் மனிதனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. அன்பின் வழியில் யார் நடந்தாலும் அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. ஒரு மனம் புரிந்து நிறைவுடன் வாழ்ந்து ஒரு மனம் ராமனும் ஒன்று. ஒரு மனம் புரிந்து நிறைவுடன் வாழ்ந்து ஒரு மனம் ராமனும் ஒன்று. அருள் கருணை அமர்ந்தவன் எவனோ அருள் கருணை அமர்ந்தவன் எவனோ அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. அன்பின் வழியில் யார் நடந்தாலும் அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. அருபவர் கண்களை யார் துடைத்தாலும் அருபவர் கண்களை யார் துடைத்தாலும் அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. அன்பின் வழியில் யார் நடந்தாலும் அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று. அவனும் ராமனும் ஒன்று.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Leon, who will perform two melodies in the form of a tribute to Derek. Leon. Okay, it seems like Leon is not here.
This dance called
Leon used to sing with Derek in the band called the Savages. So, hopefully he's going to inspire you with some very melodious songs this afternoon. Okay, they seem to be having some technical difficulties, so while they're sorting themselves out, our next speaker this afternoon is Navi Modli. Navi's ties to the Modli MOONSAMY family stretch back more than 50 years, beginning in the Indian village of Mandini, where she and Mogi MOONSAMY grew up side by side as neighbors and friends. Their fathers were close fishing companions who shared laughter and stories. So the bond ran deep from childhood. Navi watched Mogi and Derek's love story blossom, even helping it along when Mogi would sneak over to her nephews to see Derek, with Navi's mom acting as an accomplice. Decades later, in November 2017, Navi met TREVINA while consulting with Resons. What started as a professional relationship quickly turned into a mother-like bond. TREVINA called Navi Mum, and Navi embraced her as an elder daughter. That connection was instant, heartfelt, and rooted in mutual respect and love. Today, Navi stands as both a lifelong family friend and a keeper of intertwined histories. Carrying memories of early village days, the shared joys of two generations, and the tender ongoing love she felt for TREVINA. Her story weaves together friendship, family, and enduring love that spans half a century. So, ladies and gentlemen, I now hand you over to Navi Modli.
Namaste, Vanakkam, and good afternoon to family and friends. Before I go forward with my tribute, in the Rani Governor of Rysons, where TREVINA used to work, unfortunately she couldn't make it, so she asked me to say a few words on behalf of her, which she said through. So she says, good afternoon everyone. On behalf of my staff and I at Rysons Constructions, we gather today with heavy hearts as we remember our dear colleague TREVINA. Losing her has left a deep gap in our team and in our daily lives. TREVINA was more than just a co-worker. She was a gentle spirit, a hard worker, and someone who brought warmth and positivity in every space she entered. Her dedication and kindness touched each of us, and her presence will truly be missed. As a team, we honor her memory by carrying forward the values she lived by: compassion, commitment, and respect. Though she is no longer with us, her impact remains, and we will continue to remember her with love. May her soul rest in peace, and may her family find strength and comfort during this difficult time. Thank you. Okay. Today we gather not only in remembrance, but in reverence, for a soul so gentle, so luminous, that even after 5 years, her light still reaches us. Our beloved TREVINA, only 27 when she left us, did not walk this earth long, but she walked it with grace, purpose, and the devotion of a true daughter of Lord Shiva, the Divine Mother, and Lord Murugan. And today is no ordinary day. Sunday, the 7th of December, the very day we honor her, is TREVINA's birthday, a date that carries both sorrow and sacredness, a day when she would have been surrounded by love, laughter, and blessings, yet instead we gather to celebrate her heavenly life. It is also the birthday of my dear mom, making this day even more divinely connected. Two beautiful souls sharing one special date. 1 year with us, one watching over us from above. Her life was brief, Yet her spirit was vast, like the flame of the Kutavelka, steady and unwavering, even when the winds of hardship tried to dim it. COVID may have taken her from our sight too soon, but it could never diminish her radiance. And only weeks later, her beloved dad Derek followed, as though two souls, inseparable on earth, were meant to be reunited in heaven. For Mogi, the loss was beyond imagining. A daughter and a husband taken within weeks, a grief deep enough to shake the strongest heart. Yet she stood firm like Parvati Amma herself, carrying strength for Tia and Pritika, even when her own soul was shattered. Today we honor not only TREVINA's memory, but Mogi's courage, devotion, and every silent prayer she whispered in the darkest hours. TREVINA was extraordinary, tender in heart, profound in spirit, and brilliant in mind. She was not only beautiful, she was gifted, determined, and fiercely ambitious. She achieved more in her young years than many do in a lifetime. National Diploma in Mechanical Engineering N4, Mechanical Engineering N5, National Diploma in Town and Regional Planning, Occupational Health and Safety Officer Qualification, Construction Health and Safety Certification. But her brilliance shone brightest in her heart. For TREVINA, family always came first. She believed deeply in her responsibilities as a daughter, a granddaughter, a big sister, cousin, friend. And she carried each role with devotion and honor. Her family was a foundation, her joy, and her sacred duty. And just as she treasured her family, she cherished her friends. TREVINA never missed an occasion, whether it was a prayer, a birthday, or a celebration. She made every event warmer, every gathering more meaningful. She was the friend who made everyone feel special, loved, and valued. She loved sincerely, she gave wholeheartedly, and she uplifted everyone she touched. I want to honor her with her own words. A birthday message she sent to me just 2 months before she passed away. You give me hope, faith, and so much love. God knew what he was doing when he crossed our paths. Sometimes I forget you are not my real mom. I found happiness when I found you. Those words reveal the purity of her soul, sincere, grateful, and deeply connected to the divine. Even at 27, she understood Dharma, the sacred duty to love, serve, uplift, and protect. She trusted in the protective power of Lord Shiva, the nurturing embrace of the Divine Mother, and the guiding light of Lord Muruga. And today, especially on her birthday, we remember the eternal truth she carried. The soul does not die. It simply returns to the Divine Mother's loving arms. Her father, Derek, followed her soon after, as the one soul could not walk without the other. Perhaps Lord Muruga welcomed them both with his veil, while the Divine Mother wrapped them in her compassion, carrying them into the realm free from sorrow. Yet her essence remains with us. In Tia's laughter, in Pritika's gentleness, in Mogi's strength, in the joy of friends, and the hearts of all of those who were blessed to know her. At just 27, she became a flower offered at the feet of the divine, taken too soon from us, yet received with love by the heavens. So today, on her birthday, we honor her brilliance, her beauty, her love of family and friends, her achievements, and her boundless spirit. We speak her name with reverence. We celebrate the joy she brought into this world and the love she continues to give from above. May her soul rest in the eternal light of Lord Shiva. May she forever dance in the grace of Lord Muruga. May she be held eternally in the loving arms of the Divine Mother. May her father, grandfather, grandparents, best friend, and other family and friends' souls remain beside her in peace. May the Divine continue to wrap Mogi, Tia, Pritika, and all of the love in all and all who love her in strength and comfort. TREVINA MOONSAMY, brilliant, beautiful, devoted, loyal, and beloved. Born on the 7th of December, a date now made sacred. A life short in years, but infinite in love. You will always be remembered, you will always be cherished, and in every dear lit, every prayer whispered, every celebration shared, every gentle breeze and feather, your spirit lives on. Happy heavenly birthday, TREVINA. Thank you.
Thank you, Navi. And it's so true that no matter what happens or who forgets you, those close to you will always remember, and you'll always be there in their hearts and their minds forever. Okay, now I think back to Leon. Well, he's paying tribute to Derek in the form of 2 melodies.
क्या हुआ तेरा वादा वो कसम वो इरादा क्या हुआ तेरा वादा वो कसम वो इरादा तोड़ेगा दिल जिस दिन तुम्हें वो दिल जिंदगी का आखिरी दिल होगा क्या हुआ तेरा वादा वो कसम वो इरादा याद मुझको तूने कहा था तुमसे नहीं रूठेंगे कभी दिल की तरह से हाथ मिले कैसे भला छूटेंगे कभी तेरी बातों में पीटी हर क्षण बेवफा ये भी क्या याद नहीं क्या हुआ तेरा वादा वो कसम वो इरादा बोलेगा दिल कहते तुम्हें वो दिन जिंदगी का आखिरी दिन होगा क्या हुआ तेरा वादा वो कसम वो इरादा कौन फरेबी ये पता, वो जिसकी गम लिया प्यार की काटे, या जिसने प्यारे को भी दिया, नशा लगता है कभी क्या, कि तुझे कुछ भी याद नहीं क्या हुआ, तेरा वादा वो कसम वो इरादा, तोड़ेगा दिल कैसे तुम्हें, वो दिन जिंदगी का दिन होगा क्या हुआ, तेरा वादा वो कसम।
Thank you, Leon, for that beautiful melody. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly bear with us as the program is going to be long, but a lifetime of memories cannot be shared in a short space of time. So your patience and attentiveness will be appreciated. Well, now I have a tribute from a friend of ours that's in the Western Cape. So he sent his tribute and he asked me to kindly read it on his behalf. Our dear brother, Derek, and daughter TREVINA left the remains of the mortal body 5 years ago. Mogi Aka, even though we cannot be there in person, our hearts stand with you today and every day. Our journey together stretches back a long while, filled with moments where we encourage one another, built positively, and held each other up through life's challenges. These past years have tested your strength in ways no one should ever face. Losing both spouse and your daughter in the same year during the hardest days of COVID-19 was a pain few could carry. Yet you stood tall. You carried your grief with dignity, courage, and a quiet resilience that inspired everyone around you. Through every emotional storm, every difficult episode, you remain grounded. The support from our friends at Amos Sultan and the love of your family helped keep you standing. And through it all, you continue to be a father, mother, a friend, and a pillar of strength to those who needed you, most being your other 2 daughters. Today, as we mark 5 years, we remember their lives, their love, and the light they left behind. We honor your journey, your heartbreak, and your bravery. We stand with you and your daughters, sending comfort, support, and endless love. From the Western Cape, we hold you close in our thoughts. With love and strength, Om Shanti. Kovilan, Ranika, Kesavan, Keshni, and Kerusha, and this is on behalf of some of our friends from school. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go down memory lane, look back and remember memories of days gone by. So to present the slideshow and see you through the rest of our program, I call on Kubeshni Naidu.
Vanakkam, Namaskaram, Namaste. I'm Kubeshni Naidu. I grew up with Mogi in Mendini. We are related through marriage, and now in our almost old age, we are friends. I look at her as a bigger sister, our go-to persons, and well, here I am. Lakshmi Stars and Leon, the music, the songs, the sound is absolutely beautiful. You know, when I look at Mogi and the girls, and the slides that we are about to see, you would see them happy, smiling always. And you know, music is the food of love, and it lightens you in your, you know, darkest moments. The song that Leon sang, it got some of our feet tapping, you know. We felt a little bit happy, we sang along. And Derek, being the person who was so into music, I remember, you know, on a Friday, on the weekend, that dining room, lounge area, all the instruments were displayed, the girls were playing, Mogi was videoing, and you're going to see that in the slides. But family and friends, you know, as we gather here this afternoon, and I'm going to use the word celebrate, because life is meant to be celebrated, right? We're going to celebrate the beautiful bond that Mogi and our late brother Derek created many, many moons ago. And that became sealed with the birth of our darling angel Trevina. A beautiful bond between a man and a woman, a husband and his wife, a father and his daughters, a brother-in-law who became a brother, an uncle who became a father, a son-in-law who became a son and a mother, a brother and a sister, right? So that bond will live in our hearts, and it has lived in our hearts in the past 5 years, even though they have left us. Now, I can go on and on about bonds created, but time is not enough, and I'm not talking about this program that we have this afternoon. You know, it's 5 years since we released these two beautiful souls to our Maker. Both have become guiding lights whose smiles brighten even the gloomiest days. As we are about to watch the images that will soon flicker on that screen, I want to take a moment to reflect on the love, laughter, and lessons they shared. Now, I may not have done justice to the videos, because when I asked Mogi to send me videos and photos, she sent me over 500 photos, over 110 videos. But that is not all. I've learned from Mogi that every moment is a memory to be cherished, to be treasured. And that is why wherever you go, wherever you meet Mogi, you'll find that she's always taking out photos. And thank God she did that with, you know, when Trevina and Derek were still with us. Because now that's all they have to hold on to. That's all, you know, we treasure. So this story of theirs began in the corridors of Amal Sultan, where a shy boy met a bright-eyed girl. They were teenagers, but they promised each other the world. That promise grew into a marriage, into a family, into the foundation of everything we celebrate here today. Their love was the kind that whispered, "I got you," in the quietest moments, and shouted, "We're in this together," when life threw its toughest punches. Later, Derek's laughter would echo through the house as he ran after his little princesses. His smile, the pride and joy he felt, left a mark on them as he taught them how to play musical instruments and how to love unconditionally. Trevina, in turn, taught her parents, her sisters, her family and her friends to see wonder in the ordinary. A picture, a drawing, a puddle that reflected the sky. But together, they showed us that love is not just a feeling, it is a choice. Every photo and video that I went through, the joy in every photograph, in every video, the way a husband looked at his wife, a dad's proud smile as his little girls took their first steps or achieved successes, the giggles between parents and children, the quiet moments of comfort when they felt heavy. These snapshots, not Snapchat, snapshots, aren't just pictures. They hold a lifetime of love. They are reminders of love that taught us what it meant to be present, to listen, and to cherish every fleeting second. So, I'm going to be here and there. Please bear with me. So, when I said they taught us love and what it means to be present, to listen, and to cherish, a lot of us say, I love you. Are you there? Body and mind. Are you there to listen? Are you there to share? Are you there to support?
Ladies and gentlemen, my voice is quite loud. We're going to start with a few videos of Derek, and then we're going to move on to the family and then to TREVINA. And there's something that I will ask at the end of all this, and I hope that you pay careful attention. So let's start with Derek first. The smiles, right? Let's go on to the next one. We love these kids as well. And for those of you that watch the statuses, you will see that they celebrated the pets, they celebrated the birthday. They cut a cake, just like they would for the girls, you know. For the rest of my life, I'll be with you, I'll stay by your side, honest and true, to the end of my time, I'll be loving you. The legacy that Derek and TREVINA have left behind is something, you know, pretty awesome. And then this magical couple. on to Trevina's video. You know, a picture tells 1,000 stories. And if you watch this, you will realize or you will learn a lot of things about her. Now that slide, it says so much about her. She was a beautiful person who was passionate. She saw wonder in the ordinary things. She was extremely talented and religious. I don't know whether you believe or you have come across this, but before a person, before a soul is about to leave or end this journey, they know, the soul knows. Sometimes you'll find that people tend to do things or break away from certain people that they're close to, and all that's for a reason. Like sometimes you would have heard an old person say, you know, I think they knew their time was coming, that is why they broke away or they broke the ties. Or sometimes people will do certain things, souls will do certain things, and only later on you'll say, hey, you know what, just before this happened, or before this person passed on, they did this or they did that. Trevina, if you followed her on Facebook, her posts, if you looked at her posts carefully, it was always a message. And it's only now that when we look at certain things, there's so much that we've learned from her about life. And I'm going to come back to a slide right at the end. Even if I don't project it, I'm going to read it to you. But let's look at her Facebook posts, right? There were many, there were too many. I grabbed some of them, where she said this to Tia, when Tia started at university. You to, when you go back home, go onto Facebook, go onto her account and have a look at and read some of her posts. And I promise you, you are going to, you know, those messages, you are really going to learn something. Trevina, you know, this beautiful soul brightened our lives. She brightened everybody's life with her smile, you know, the funny faces, the little things that she did. Even with her sisters, encouraging them to do things. Like the time when her parents were not at home and she and the girls cooked up a storm as if they were going to feed an army. But they had fun in that. The relationship she had with her friends was something. The most fun together, and we were always happy to be with each other. The cousins, as Kritika mentioned, they're not just cousins, the bond that they share, the love that they share. Now I'm going to stop there. You know, Derek showed us the spirit of a gentle heart. He taught his daughters that kindness is a language anyone can understand, and that a simple hug can heal a world of hurt. TREVINA, on the other hand, she reminded us that wonder never fades. She saw magic in the ordinary, and that curiosity sparked a spirit of adventure that still inspires us. The pain of losing them both in such a sudden way still sits heavy in their hearts, in our hearts. It's that empty seat at the dining table, that bare pillow at night, the quiet that follows a favorite song. But amid that sorrow, their love remains a beacon. Their story reminds us that love endures.
that the bonds they forged in youth can carry us through the darkest nights. As we looked back briefly at those slides, I'm sure you will have felt some warmth of those memories, and also the ache of their absence. But rather than let the sorrow dominate us, let's celebrate the legacy that they left behind. A legacy of love that continues to guide us, of the laughter that still echoes in the walls of home and everywhere, even I'm sure, still echoes in the walls of sappy offices, and of a bond that transcends time. Let's honor the high school sweethearts who built a life together, a dad who led with his heart, a daughter who taught us to cherish every moment. Let's celebrate the man who taught resilience and the daughter whose light still shines bright. May their story remind us to live fully, love deeply, and hold our loved ones close, knowing that the best parts of them live on in every smile we share. At the end of this function, while all of you are going to go there to the back, make yourself a cup of tea, enjoy the tea. I'm going to go home and I'm going to pour myself a shot. You know why? Because that was the last thing I said to Derek when he was in hospital. I said to him, I'm waiting for you to come home because I want to sit on your lawn. I want to have a shot with you. And I want to look at the back, the sappy in the background. So you have your tea and I will go home and have my shot. But right now, let's hear from Tia. Tia MOONSAMY will pay tribute to her father and her sister.
Grief is the last act of love we have to give to those we loved. Where there is grief, there is love. Good afternoon to you all. Once again, my name is Tia MOONSAMY, daughter of the late Derek MOONSAMY and sister of the late TREVINA MOONSAMY. Firstly, before proceeding with my tribute, I want to thank God for bringing us this far with the pain that we carried, for keeping those here safe and allowing us to see this day. Life is so short and unpredictable. I am thankful to see you all here today. If I am quite honest with you, when I was preparing this speech, my mind went blank. All I could think is, how am I going to process and compress 5 years of grief and 19 years of love into one little speech? I ask that you bear with me, as this does not come as an easy task for me. I will start by paying tribute to my beautiful and kind sister, TREVINA. Firstly, a happy heavenly birthday to you, my girl. What a wonderful and bubbly soul she had, always joyous and making everyone share that joy. She was a loving sister to myself and Pritika, and a wonderful child to our parents. I saw her not only as a sister, but as a second mother, as she was 8 years older than myself. She was strict, but also playful. She was loving and caring to all of those around her. She really lit up many lives. She was a great friend to have. Her friends always became her family. She had the biggest heart and could never treat a person badly, even if they did her wrong. I would say that my sister played a huge role in shaping me into the person I am today. She has taught me to love without boundaries, to be kind to all, and spread happiness and joy no matter how you feel inside. She taught me to always see the good in people and never back down when life gets difficult. She taught me to be myself and never change for anyone. She always encouraged me to be the best I could be and always motivated me and supported me. I would always run to her first with my good news and tell her, don't tell my parents, I want to surprise them. If I had a bad day, I would go to her. Her room became our room. Her room was where we had our therapy sessions. It was a salon and beauty spa. It was also where I'd sleep the most peacefully. I remember the night before I left for Pretoria. My sister held my hand the whole night while she slept and cried the whole morning while I was leaving. That sums up the person that she was. My beautiful sister, I love and miss you, and I know you are guiding us all. To my dad, sorry. Oh, how I miss you. My heart breaks each time I think of you. Sorry, guys. I wish I could explain how fitting the title of Best Dad Ever is for my dad. I will not be referring to him as my father, because anyone can be a father, but it takes real love, strength, and dedication to be a dad. My dad was the epitome of a real man. He has set the bar so high for me. Even if I stand here the whole night, my words will not do justice to the great person he was. A dad, a husband, brother, friend, uncle, talented musician, and brilliant engineer. My dad never had an easy life, but he always made sure we were happy and comfortable. For those of you who don't know, my dad started his career by helping to clean the mill. From that to the person he became is so astonishing. Before my dad passed, he was the regional mill manager at Sappi. It takes so much of dedication and perseverance to do what he did, and for that I will always applaud him. He was a great husband. He showed his love in many ways to my mother and was never afraid to embrace it. So, being the stubborn person he would never let my mother go to bed upset, always spoiled her, and always embraced their true friendship as best friends. My dad has set such an example as a man and never gave in to stereotypes and gender norms. My dad was actually the person who taught me how to cook and how to sweep. That's the person he was. No ego, no pride, no stereotypes. Apart from being a great husband, he was the best dad. He set aside all his traumas and fears just to give us the life he never had. He was never afraid of showing us he loved us. He spoiled us rotten every chance we got. It got to a point where he would say, "Don't tell mommy I bought you all this junk," she'll shout at us. Every trip to town was a blast for my sister and I. I was so attached to my dad that even when he would drop me off in high school, I would not want to leave the car. And he made sure I always gave him a hug. My sister and I really had quite the childhood because of my dad. From playing music with him and the other uncles late at night when I didn't even finish my homework, to going on fishing trips knowing I needed to study, or even watching the IPL cricket knowing I'm writing a physics exam the next day. My dad was strict, but made life so fun and worth living. He was the life of every party, and he was everyone's dad. Always the uncle you can turn to. Always the person willing to help. Those at work saw him as the cheeky, strict manager, but we at home saw him as the funny, jovial guy who was always talking nonsense and making us laugh. The man always ready for a good time, the man that carried us all. My dad was my true role model. Both my parents were, but my dad just held a very special place in my heart. He was so kind to everyone, taking strangers in. He was loving and caring. He was so funny, yet so wise. He was so determined in everything that he did. He was such a great person, yet so humble and down to earth. He taught me never to have an ego, pride, or jealousy in my heart. He taught me that my time to shine will come, but I must always clap for others. He taught me that respect is so important, but it must always be reciprocated. He taught me to be kind to everyone and treat everyone equally. He has taught me that life will always be difficult, but you always have to rise above and go beyond the limitations your mind sets for you. He always told me that anything is possible if you put your mind to it, and to never give up. And that is how I've managed all these years without him. Continuing to survive every day despite the pain and hardships I face. My role model, my hero, and the man that loved me the most is gone, but I hope he is resting peacefully. I love my dad more than anything, and I miss him dearly. My apologies. It's really saddening to think that God took away such great people so soon, but he will always take his best first. My angels are definitely one of a kind, and I know I am guided and protected. I await the day we reunite, and I get to hold them both again. This journey has not been an easy one. Grief is the most painful thing to experience. It's so difficult to wake up from a dream of them, feeling as if they are still around, only for your brain to connect to your heart. And then you realize that they are truly gone. You will never see them again, hold them, or even talk to them. It's a painful experience. I wish they were around to have been at my graduation, or my wedding, or any of my achievements. But despite that, I am thankful for the time I shared with them, the memories created and the love shared. I am grateful God has kept my mother and sister safe and brought them back to me. My mother has been our rock, and she has held herself together as much as she could just for the two of us. She has been a single parent for 5 years and has managed everything on her own so well. She has had sleepless nights crying, but got up the next day and went to work just for us. For that, I am thankful. Thank you, Mom, for being as strong as you could be just for us. My baby sister, I'm so sorry that life has robbed you of happiness at such a young age. It couldn't have been easy. You were just a child, 14 years old. And losing your sister and your dad 2 weeks later is definitely traumatizing, but you have carried the grief and pushed through the darkness as best as you could. I am proud of you, and I hope you know that I am always there for you. To my amazing cousins who are like my brothers and their loving partners, thank you for always being there when we needed you, for always being present, for always having our backs, and for always checking up and for caring. I appreciate you. To all of those that helped my mother in her trying times, I have so much of love and respect for you. She could not have done it without you. Even if it was just taking us to campus or even just visiting to show your support, we appreciate you. To the rest of our friends and family, your love and support has assisted us in ways words cannot describe, and we will always be grateful for each and every one of you. With that being said, I'd like to thank you for your attendance here today. Your support means everything to us. Remember, live and love, because if we've learned anything, it is that life is short and unpredictable. Live your best life and spread joy always. Thank you.
Thank you, Tia. Those words were heart-wrenching. If anyone told you time heals, they lied. Time does not heal. Everybody's pain is different. You can't compare pain. Everybody's loss is different. You can't compare the losses. Time does not heal. But Tia, as you spoke, You spoke about all the things you learned from your father, all the things your father taught you. It's those lessons that will help you manage life. After the loss of a loved one, we have to learn to manage our lives. Otherwise, we lose ourselves in the sorrow and the pain. We lose ourselves to a point where it affects the people around us. The only way we can become stronger is if we look back at all the lessons that we're meant to be learned. You know, in our journey of life, you would have probably experienced the feeling of someone being oddly familiar to you. But you couldn't put your hand on, couldn't just put your finger on it, and you would have racked your brain trying to figure out, where did I meet this person? The person is so familiar, yet you hadn't seen them before. You hadn't met them before that moment. Many of you would have pinned it down to a sense of deja vu. Well, perhaps it's that your souls had crossed paths in another lifetime. Perhaps either of you have a purpose to fulfill in each other's lives. A lesson to be learned, a lesson to be taught. That is why you crossed paths in this journey. While you think about that, let's hear from Uncle Veera. Mogi? Uncle Veera. As Uncle Veera makes his way forward. Oh. Okay. Normally at a function, a memorial service of this nature, we hear from everybody. We hear tributes from the friends, from maybe a niece or nephew, a brother or sister. But we never hear from the wife. We never hear from the wife. This wife, this mother, this woman who has defied all odds, this woman who has risen from the ashes, who has succeeded like no other woman, this broken woman who pushes herself daily to forge ahead for the sake of her children, for the sake of Pratika, and here. Let's hear it from Dr. Mogi Moonsamy, wife of the late Derek Moonsamy and mother of the late TREVINA. Come say a few words, Mogi. I know it's not something that you expected, but let's hear from you.
Good evening, everyone. Firstly, thank you all for coming today. This is unexpected that I was not on the program. I wasn't expected to speak. Firstly, I'd like to thank God for getting me through my darkest time in my life. And side by side with God, I can tell you, I've been through hell. I've been through hell more than I can count in the past 5 years. But it's my angels that get me up, get me out of that hospital bed, and get me home to my children. Some days, Tia will just drive me and leave me in the hospital, and then pick me up in the morning, only for me to change and go back to work. So, life is a challenge, but I'm so grateful to be here today to celebrate the life of my child and my husband. 32 years ago, at 8:03, at 6 o'clock in the morning, Dr. J.N. Hansen approached Derek and said, if we had to save one life, who would it be? Make a choice. And he didn't flinch. He said, save my wife. And I couldn't speak at that time. I was very sick. He says, I can't live without my wife. I've known her so long. I don't know my child. I know I'm making the right decision. Maybe we can have more children. And all I could do was hear, and tears were rolling down my eyes. And at 8 minutes, an emergency operation was done. I never got to hold my child. She was blue. I flatlined for about 30 to 40 minutes. And I was left in that theater for about a couple of hours. And then at 11 o'clock, I got to see the beautiful baby, pink face, red lips, long black hair. And I asked Derek, is that our baby? Because I was so shocked. She looked like Krishna, blue, when I saw her. And he says, yes, I followed her. I followed her right till the incubator. I followed her till they bathed her, and that is our baby girl. So I'm so grateful that I've had 26 glorious, wonderful years with her. Although it was short, she never made it to 27, Navi. She passed on the 12th of November, 2 days after her father's birthday, and her birthday is on the 7th. And at home was lying her gift and Derek's birthday present. But he chose to come to a hospital on the 9th. So it's been a very difficult journey. And you know, during COVID, funerals were not something you get to say your last respects. I got to see TREVINA. I insisted on seeing her because she had sent me a selfie at 7:35 p.m. And I was so sick, I pulled out my phone from underneath and I looked at it and there was a picture. Ma, what are you doing? And at 11:25 the same night she passed. So she left me messages, Facebook messages, what she wants for her birthday, what music she wants to go to, bands she wants to attend. I fulfilled everything up until today's. I tried for the 13th of December. I didn't want today. But everything just fell into place for today. Maybe it's a celebration of her life because she was a party animal. So my child, happy heavenly birthday. She was a miracle. A friend to mostly the poor. And she always said, I'm just like you, Mommy. You trained me well. She was loud, just like me, making noise everywhere we go. No matter if your heart is broken, you don't want anyone to feel that pain. I wouldn't wish this pain onto any one of my friends, foes, family, anyone, because it's something that is not describable. As when Lucy sends me a message, she'll just say 2 words, thinking of you today. I can't tell my sister anything. She's like a lioness. She's so protective. The first 2 years, I hardly slept. I never slept for 14 days after TREVINA passed. And I was so selfish. I never mourned a death because all I did when I was praying was asking her, can you please bring Daddy home? Please send Daddy home. You know, every day. And we never had anyone. Our in-laws and families used to come to the neighbor's house. No one was allowed in my yard for at least 14 days because my lungs was very bad. So we did it all alone. Imagine sitting there, 3 of us, and praying. And then on the 15th day, Dr. Chivran says, I don't want to sugarcoat anything. The day before, the 14th day, Derek's oxygen went from 90 to 70 to 50. And I'll never forget that day. He found out that I was releasing Trevina's ashes and he didn't want to come back home. He says, what's the use? But as society dictated, I did to please. I couldn't get my daughter back, but I tried to please everyone in case anything was to happen to my husband. But he found out. He pulled out the mask, he pulled out all the machines, and he said he's going home. And then when we put everything back, he lied that he was discharged, and he picked up a secondary infection. So much so that he had to go on a ventilator. But sacrificing her life and her husband's life, my sister and her husband went into the COVID ward to speak to Derek. And that's where you'll find all the videos where he's saying he loves me and stuff like that. On the 15th day after Trevina passed, we signed an agreement with the hospital that we don't care what happens to us. If we should pass through COVID, because we're entering a COVID ward, being discharged, Pritika and I were discharged for Trevina's funeral. We signed the agreement and we went to see Derek on the ventilator. And when I was there, I called every single person, sisters, uncles, everyone to speak. I put the phone by his ears and he could hear because the machines were going red. When we got home, it was Trevina's 15th day, and you know with us Hindus, we light the lamps, we never lit anything. We were sitting by the lamp and praying, and then at 8 o'clock, I got a call saying, I just went to make a cup of tea. And, yeah, and then I got a call to say from the anesthetist, imagine 15 days, the anesthetist says, I said, do you have some good news for me? Bubbly and excited because, you know, this doctor is phoning me. He's saying, sorry, Mrs. Moonsamy, brace yourself. Within the next 2 to 3 hours, that's all your husband has. Being alone, can you imagine sitting there with your 2 children in your hand? Being alone, I couldn't handle it. I phoned my sister and Travolin to come. I don't care what happens to us. Somebody has to be there, we can't handle it. We sat the whole night. On Trevina's 16th day morning, I just put my head on the pillow after 14 days of not sleeping, sitting in the night and praying. Put my head on the pillow, and the phone rang. 7:05, 27 November, Black Friday. Derek passed. My mom came. She took all Trevina's things out. Being the 16th day, she had to clean up, and another 16 days of mourning. Ladies and gentlemen, that 15th day fell on my birthday, where I was stripped to be a widow. You know, all the rituals and stuff. It was my birthday. My husband was buying the biggest diamond for my birthday. He says it's Black Friday, we'll get a special 2 days before my birthday. Something pitches up, a ring pitches up. He says, the maid stole your ring. There's a ring for you. And it came after he passed. So nothing has been easy. Dates are very difficult. 3 of us graduated this year. Tia is a lawyer. Kritika did legal studies. And I graduated as a doctor. But nothing seems great for us. You know, we carry around their photos wherever we go in any celebration, whether it's a birthday, whether it's a graduation. We never ever leave them out of anything. But it's so sad. After COVID, people shun you. They don't talk to you. When you enter into, when I used to enter into spa, it's like I had a plague. People would move away from you because of COVID. It was never an easy task. When my children tried to take their lives after their father passed, and one will tell me, go check on the other one, check if she's alive. Another one will say, Mommy, go check if she's alive. And then we had these pups. The dog had pups, and they were so small, and that was their responsibility. And that is how, not knowing whether your children are alive in the room, you don't see them. We hardly spoke. We have not watched TV in the past 5 years in my house. It's been very difficult, especially for Pratika. She's finding it very difficult to deal with the loss. We almost lost her this year, and I'm not afraid to share any of this information with family and friends because I believe in the truth. Everyone sees us smiling on Facebook, excelling, being the world champion, taking South Africa to be #1 in the world, but nobody knows what goes on in our children's lives and how difficult it was. Where if I sleep, Pratika will come and check if I'm alive or dead. That's how bad it is. I have a medical condition. They are so afraid. So can you imagine? This was my last thing I wanted to do for Trevina and Derek. I always said, as long as I live, you live in me. And as long as I live, I will keep your memory alive by spreading and showing the world how kind you were. My husband was a wonderful man. Oh, he was so stubborn, possessive, jealous, all in the beginning. But knowing everyone who knows me, I'm so bubbly, you can't be angry with me, you just have to put up with me. I never used to wear those long dresses you see me wearing now like an old lady. My in-laws used to always even gift me shorts and t-shirts. My mother-in-law used to buy for me. And I used to always wear clothes like that and walk around because my husband said, dress comfortably. I wore white for 13 months, mourning the death. He was such a wonderful man. We had a hard life. We weren't rich, but we made sure we get where we are through hard work. He achieved so much. As you heard Tia say, when he started in SAPI, he was sweeping the floors. And through pushing him and studying, he became the regional manager of SAPI Fine Papers of 3 mills. He used to sleep in the room with his laptop open and say, I'm online. Are you staying at home or going to work? I said, no, I'm going work. Because you'll be sleeping the whole day with the dogs running around. And he said he used to work for Mendini, staying and cycle. Work is work, he'll say. Home is home. As soon as you enter the gates, work stays at the gate, even with me. He didn't even know how many years I'm teaching. He had a job in Australia in October before he passed, but he didn't tell us. We came to know all this after. Even Trevina had a job 2 weeks later. She passed in Joburg as a safety officer. But I'm glad to see all of you here. You have come in your numbers. I know it's sad. To my mother, my mom, she's 79, she's sitting here. She knows everything. And if I'm sick, I learned how to trick her as well. My mom stalks my status. So if she sees a lot of statuses, she knows I'm awake, I'm here, there, and everywhere. So if she doesn't see anything, she'll start phoning the entire family looking for me. So now I'm to gone clever, Ma. I put the status and sleep wherever I am. But thank you, Ma, for being our rock. for pushing us to be the best that we can. She gives the best advice. When I almost lost both of these girls, it's not easy. They were their father's pets. You know, the mother is always the devil, shouting, pick up, do this. And the only time Derek and I used to fight was when they never used to do their homework. Because they leave them. They must learn if they fail. That's what he used to do. And me, being an educationist, I wanted perfection. So, to my two girls, thank you for keeping me alive. I know it's not easy, but you try your best. To my friends, I think in the past 5 years, some of them will be millennials listening to my stories. There are some that phone me every single day. There are some that message every single day. There are a few that have got me through. I'm very forgetful. I have to ask a certain person, where did I leave this or where did I leave? And that person will tell me, go and see her. When I was going overseas, I couldn't even find my passport. And she had to tell me where it was. It's not easy when you blank out, when you collapse, when you're driving and stuff like that. But I'm grateful to God and I'm grateful to my two angels. But today somehow I feel that, you know, when they say the yearly ceremony, you say goodbye or you let them free. It has taken me 5 years to do this. Prayer in the morning and to do this. I am stronger. I am happy that they didn't suffer. But I'm so torn that we couldn't save them. And I believe that they have a higher purpose in life. This year we saw a lot of tragedy in our family, but we also had a blessing on TREVINA's death day. My nephew's baby was born. And that was a sign to say, with every loss and heartache, look for the good in everything. So with that, I'd like to thank every single one of you for coming. Sorry I took so long, but I wasn't prepared. So it's just coming from my heart. Thank you all for attending.
Thank you, Mogi. Ladies and gentlemen, do you think I'm heartless for bringing her out here without telling her prior? Yes, I am. Mogi's been crying and crying for the past 5 years. I told you earlier on, pain doesn't get easier. But let this be the last time she sheds a tear. Help me, help her and the two girls to let today be the last day, and even the family, let today be the last day they shed a tear. Let them learn to manage their lives and live the rest of their lives. You know, when a child is born, we go and see a priest, we see a book, we open book. During the course of our life, our journey, we see book and we say, hey, we got Kara. So when a person gets married, you open the book. When the baby is born, you open the book. When you buy a house, you buy a car, you open the book. Opening the book, that means everything is already written for us, including where, when, and how we pass on. Some people pass away in their old age, hence the journey is long. Derek and TREVINA's journey were short ones. They have made their way to a new location because a new purpose has been decided for them by the Almighty. So, if everything is written for us, surely we have a purpose. A purpose to be in a certain place at a certain time on a certain day. Because we are supposed to either witness something, perhaps we're supposed to intervene or make a difference or comfort or assist someone. Derek and TREVINA, in the course of their lives, they have touched the hearts of many near and far through their relationships and their interactions. So Mogi, Tia, Pratika, and the family, Don't shed another tear. You know, Derek and TREVINA were not really yours. They belonged to God first. All of us are God's children. He alone, you know, we are His creation, so He alone sends us to where He needs us to be. Derek and TREVINA were God's children first. Now they are needed elsewhere. Remember, our lives are but a journey. For some, it will be a long journey, and for some, it will be a short journey. The location will change without notice. Our purpose has already been decided. Our destiny has been planned by the Almighty. While you internalize that, let me hand you over to Lakshmi Stars, right, as they provide us with a rendition of hymns.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next song is a special dedication to Derek, and this comes from Saga and Derek's sisters as well. மகனை போல என்னை நீ வளர்த்தாய், என் தெய்வத்து சொன்னபடி பாடுகிறேன் உள் பாட்டு எல்லாம் அதுதான் உன் மொழி. உன் மகனைப் போல என்னை நீ வளர்த்தாய், என் தெய்வத்து சொன்னபடி பாடுகிறேன் உள் பாட்டு எல்லாம் அதுதான் உன்
Thank you, Lakshmi Stars. There's going to be a slight change to the program. Right now, we're hoping that most of you will stay with us right up until the end. But right now, as is customary in a memorial service, Mogi and the girls will come forward to perform the prayer, and thereafter the immediate family and the rest of you may come through. Mogi?
Check 1, 2. Vakratulamakaya Suryakoti Samaprava Niruvignam Gurume Deva Sarvakarya Susarvada Nama Parvati Padaya Maradeva தென்னாட்டுடைய சிவனே போற்றி எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவாய நமோ
तांडव नटराजा तो किया
Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Mantra Paatravakinte Tiruppadame Madhupavite Mantra Paatravakinte Tiruppadame Madhupavite Pettelam Pirandelari Piran Mandadil Nivum Devine Pettelam Pirandelari Piran Mandadil Nivum Devine Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Kankuvan Tulidum Sekai Kuri Mani Kurumudi Kankuvan Tulidum Sekai Kuri Mani Kurumudi Nanjava Umni Namadagina Sultan Namah Shivaya Nanjava Umni Namadagina Sultan Namah Shivaya Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Horiye Pire Suriye Kare Kore Pari Mori Horiye Pire Suriye Kare Kore Pari Mori Deiye Pirumare Pelajage Vikare Pirapille Deiye Pirumare Pelajage Vikare Pirapille Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Paunal Parivandane Konrikarane Padamamave Paunal Parivandane Konrikarane Padamamave Nanane Oorin Solli Sollavati Kumbare Nanane Oorin Solli Sollavati Kumbare Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Shankara Shiva 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 Shankara Shiva Shankara Shiva Shankara Namah Shivaya Shivaya
கங்கை அணிந்தவா கண்டோ சதங்கியார லிங்கேஸ்வர நிந்த பணிவுகள் ஒளியே பாழ
Om Namah Shivaya. பார்வதி பதே ஹர ஹர மகாதேவா தென்னாட்டுடைய சிவனே போற்றி எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம் கல்லாப்பிழையும் கருதாப்பிழையும் கசுந்தரகி நில்லாப்பிழையும் நினையாப்பிழையும் நினைந்தருந்தை சொல்லாப்பிழையும் துதையாப்பிழையும் தோழாப்பிழையும் எல்லாப்பிழையும் பொறுத்தருள் புகழ் கட்சியே கம்பனே ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம் ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம் ஓம் திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்
Love and laughter remind us of the impact she had on our lives. Though she's no longer with us, her words, her spirit, and her love continue. TREVINA's mom has ensured that every message, every wish, and every dream she's left behind is fulfilled. And today, on what would have been her 32nd birthday, we're here to celebrate her life, her love, and her legacy. As we blow out the candles and sing, I'm going to do now. So I'm going to ask Mogi to light the candles.
Happy birthday to TREVINA. Happy birthday to you. Smile for me,
Symbolizing the love, joy, and happiness she brought to us. Let's take a moment to remember her, feel her, and get to know these people love her. Trevina, your love, your smile, and your laughter will still be the baby etched in our hearts. May you go on to memory, evidence, and love to continue to inspire us up to just together. Let's be peace with her. Now, outside.
Yeah, it's wait for me.
Hey,
Yeah, we're going outside. No. Hey, don't take there one. No, take from the table there.
Wait, guys. Guys, there. Get all the faces, right? Give Lenny, come Lenny. We're gonna say happy birthday to Trevina, okay? Fill up the balloons. Right? One. Happy birthday. You wanna sing? Yeah. Okay. Alright, one more in the front.